Welcome back to Udder Chaos Dairy Farms. Another early morning at the bank because we had to take out another loan for $495,000 because we're buying another field today. So that puts our loan balance just over $900K, and we really got to get our production going so we can start paying this down. So we got this field of soybeans next to the dairy farm that we're going to purchase, and it's actually ready to be harvested next month. So we'll be able to quickly make some money off that harvest. And then I have some future plans to kind of cut up the field and make one section for some new sheds, possibly another cow barn, and we'll keep the northern part the existing field. So I'm going to head on back to the farm. I think we have some silage that we can sell. Doesn't seem like waiting any longer is going to get us any of a better price. We got cows to take care of, and we got to get ready for harvest tomorrow. So I'll see you back at the farm. Alright, so this is the field of soybeans. Hop into the map right now. So you can see down here we owe $900,000. So we're going to be buying field number 2. So it's 490. Let's buy that up. And we now own all of this. Looks like our grass field is actually ready to be baled again. Baling just takes so long. Definitely going to be looking into next year just using a forage wagon and a silage bunker because our cows are just going through TMR like crazy, and it's getting really tedious to keep up with all the baling. So speaking of cows, they actually need some TMR. Slurry's got to be emptied. And we did just bring a trailer of milk over, but they're already back up to 8,000 liters. So got plenty of milk in the dairy production. We actually are going to be building another dairy production site on the farm. It's going to be producing some ice cream. So really excited for that. So like I said, we're going to be selling probably half of our silage. We're still waiting for January to get the most out of our oat. After harvest, we ended up getting 275,000 liters. So if we wait till January, we can pick up another 100K. Not going to be selling our goat cheese or cheese right now. We'll wait till that gets up a little higher. And we're keeping the hay around to currently mix up our TMR. So this is a new soybean field. Excited to get out here and harvest this. Hopefully that brings us a good profit, because we need the money. So I'm going to head back to the farm and we're going to start selling off some of our silage bales. Definitely going to have to take a couple trips with the trailer. But over here, these are all the bales we're going to be selling. This is what we were able to get off of the last cut. I think it's roughly 100 bales. So hopefully we can get this in about 5 or 6 trips. Alright, so we actually switched out the gooseneck trailer for the regular bale trailer. Allow us to get the loads down a little quicker, because we could fit far more bales on this than we can on that small gooseneck trailer. And we're actually going to be selling this at the bale sell point and not the biogas plant, because I forgot we got to buy the production facility and we don't have money for that. So we're on our way to the bale sell point. We'll sell about 4 or 5 loads of these silage bales and then head back into the farm, hopefully making about a little over $100,000. Alright, just finished selling off all of our bales. We picked up just over $200,000, which is more than I thought. So I'm going to get going on some chores, and then tomorrow we're going to pick up with our harvest of our soybean field. We're going to cut this grass field. So I will check in with you guys tomorrow. Looks like we're getting a little bit of rain right now, so we're going to have to postpone harvest. Hopefully this storm doesn't last very long because we still got about a third left of the field. So I'm going to take a little break, and then hopefully we'll get back out harvesting soon. Alright, so we just wrapped up harvest. We've been going all day. So we ended up with exactly just about 100,000 liters of soybeans. So we got it here in the silo. So we got 275,000 liters of oat and just over 100,000 of soybeans. So hopping in. Right now, if we sold it, it's actually at the low point or on its way down. So we're only going to get 191,000. But if we wait until next June, July, we could boost that number up to 373, which we probably will. So here's the plan going forward. I think what I'm going to do to keep this series moving is just grind out another year or two on the farm, and then when we come back, this farm will be totally transformed. We'll have made a good amount of money, hopefully, even if we got to take out some loans. And then by the time we come back, this thing will have a massive overhaul. We'll have a ton of cows, hopefully some more fields, a bunch of new equipment, and then that way we don't just have to see the monotonous harvest the field, harvest the hay, make a little bit of money, etc. So like I said, I'll sell our harvest that we made from this year in the wintertime and then next summer, and then we'll just continue on grinding, upgrading the farm, buying some new machines, and then when we come back, this will be Udder Chaos Dairy Farms 2.0. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching.